Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 18th of May. Still cooler than average today, but by the time we hit the weekend, it will feel like summer. Let's go to some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Tuscaloosa, the sky mostly sunny on the western side of the state, where they are in the low 70s. However, in northeast Alabama, a lot of clouds around, and again, temperatures are just not getting out of the 60s. That's the Gadsden Skycam. And up in Decatur, look at the Tennessee River as seen from our Skycam in Morgan County in Decatur. There's the infrared satellite shot around the nation this afternoon. And again, you know, these omega blocks just take a long time to break down, a lot of times longer than you might think. And so we're still under the influence of the upper low northeast of the state, and some clouds have circulated back in here. And accordingly, it's pretty cool. Look at Gadsden sitting at 63 at 2 o'clock. Still, that's about 20 below average. We ought to be in the low to mid-80s. And even Birmingham sitting at 68. Tuscaloosa, they are warmer with 72, 75 degrees down in Montgomery. But tomorrow, a reasonable chance we visit the low 80s as the warm-up really begins. But it's been quite a cool spell. In fact, Dr. Coleman did some research, and up on the blog, I think he indicated the last 5-day stretch when it was this cool in May was back in 1921. Around the nation, we note some 90s beginning to show up out in Texas and southwest Oklahoma. And again, that warmer air will be spreading in here as the block breaks down and a ridge builds. On the watch warning map, we got some winter weather issues out west underneath that upper low, the trough out there. And look at that severe thunderstorm watch up in the northeast. That includes cities like Washington, D.C., and Charlottesville, Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia, and Pittsburgh. And that's where they could see a few storms with hail and strong winds. The overall convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight, we've got the slight risk for that region where that watch is in effect, and also out across the southern plains, parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, where active convection could fire a little later this evening. Tomorrow, risk of severe weather from parts of West Texas up into the Plain States. That includes Oklahoma City, Wichita Falls, almost to Omaha. And on day 3, which is Friday, got a pretty big risk area from Waco, Texas, up to Omaha, Nebraska. That would include Dallas-Fort Worth, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Wichita, and Kansas City. But no issues with severe weather here through the weekend, no doubt about that. In fact, hardly any rain. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning at 7 o'clock, basically showing nothing for most of the state. Maybe a little bit near the Tennessee border, but the big numbers are obviously out across the nation's midsection. Here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And we've still got the block, but it's beginning to be a little progressive. The upper low in the northeast is inching away from us. A ridge is getting close, big upper low out west. And down below that, we think with those higher thickness values, we'll hit the low 80s tomorrow. And look at the severe weather setup for the plains. Big sub-1,000 millibar low east of Denver. And that area there from Abilene up to Oklahoma City and Wichita could be primed for severe storms tomorrow afternoon. Friday, that thing not moving much, same area under the gun. Around here, we are clearly underneath the ridge, and the GFS is showing 90 on Friday. Probably a little too warm. It's been trending a little too warm in recent weeks, but certainly upper 80s are doable. Pretty much the same deal for the weekend. There's Saturday. The GFS is showing 92. We'd probably do 89 or 90. But whatever, awfully warm, if not hot for May. But this is late May now, so it's, kind of the time of the year where this is supposed to happen. And there's Sunday, same deal. I guess you might look at a slight chance of a shower up in northwest Alabama, but the chance is awfully small. We'll see a high close to 90. All right, next week on Monday, the ridge beat down a little bit. There is some energy north of Memphis, and that looks like it will squeeze out some showers for Tennessee and maybe down into the Tennessee Valley of extreme North Alabama. So we might mention the chance of a shower here, but the better chance up north. Same thing Tuesday of next week. And a week from today, we're still under ridging. So it's going to be warm and mostly dry. Big upper low off to the west, and down below that, same deal. So just not a whole lot of rain. And we note that another deep low over Kansas. And again, that could set more severe weather problems from Texas up through Arkansas, Oklahoma, maybe parts of Kansas and Missouri. And then the following day, this is Thursday of next week, that trough is getting closer, a little deeper this time. The surface low is located west of Indianapolis with potential maybe for strong to severe storms down through West Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana. And at the end of next week, the trough axis is getting close, and there's the band of storms coming through here. So, and again, every run is looking different. You know how that goes. This is out there in voodoo country, but clearly the next organized rain event should be toward the end of next week, and it just remains to be seen if we'll have a severe weather threat or not. It's possible, but we just don't know right now. We'll check the end of the forecast, June 3rd. Ooh, buddy, that looks like June 3. We have 588 heat ridge beginning to fire around the Arklatex. And that just looks very warm and very dry and muggy and, maybe a shower in spots, but certainly nothing organized out there. Again, it looks a whole lot like summer. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Never witnessed anything like this, and I hope we never do again.
People are coming in to help them. That's what Alabama's all about.
It's almost as if a bomb went off.
My baby's alive. My husband's alive. We made it.
I'm demolished. I don't have nothing. Just chaos, really.
It's just a nightmare that I know that I cannot wake up from.
God can do with it as He will.